Hey everyone, Jeff here from Films at Home. Welcome back to the channel today for another 4K unboxing and review. And today we're taking a look at this brand new, beautiful Game of Thrones complete collection box from HBO and Warner Bros. I literally just got this in yesterday. This is going to be available on November 3rd, so in a few days after this review, it will be available. And we're going to take a look here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about why you might want to consider buying Game of Thrones on 4K, especially if you're a big fan and you've only watched it on HBO. So before we get into the review and talking about why the 4K on this is really important, let's just do a quick overview of what the box set gives you. You've got some artwork here with the dragon around the sides, not much going on, but it's got this nice like embossed slip box around the rest of the package, which is cool. So you take that off, and then what you've got on the inside is the same. Here's basically what you get when you take the slip box off. You've got each of the individual seasons. They each have their own case in this box set. You can see some of the artwork here around the side. I'll spin this for you. But that's what you're getting. So it's all 8 seasons. They all each have their own individual packaging, and they're all on 4K. Plus there is a bonus features disc, and there is a little episode guide that comes with it, which breaks down each season and gives you the names of the episodes. So if you remember one you really liked, you can easily jump to that disc. Now, outside of the 4K discs, you do get this bonus feature disc, which is a Blu-ray. This is a 3-disc bonus feature. The first disc has the Game of Thrones reunion special, parts 1 and 2. I actually think that's pretty hard to find if you don't have HBO, so that's cool. Then it has an anatomy of a scene sequence, which I think they did sometimes after the episode on HBO. I think these aired after the episode, but again, kind of hard to find. But there's one on season 4 about the royal wedding, season 5 at Hardhome, the fight for Marine, and then a few on season 7. Then the second disc has behind the scenes. There is a behind the scenes for seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's an inside the visual effects, which covers seasons 1 to 7. And then there's season 7 deleted scenes. There's 3 deleted scenes. And then disc 3 has an animated history of the 7 kingdoms, which is kind of cool, called Conquest and Rebellion. Plus, each of the individual seasons, each of those discs has their own special features included. So like season 7, has over an hour of bonus features. Season 8 has a ton of bonus features on it. 3 hours of bonus features on season 8. So like, just because they're not on the bonus disc, they're spread across the different seasons, which is just kind of interesting. But a ton of bonus features, including that reunion special, which is hosted by Conan O'Brien and is really funny and a fun watch. But then also the Last Watch documentary, which is really good. That animated history and all the commentaries behind the scenes, deleted scenes, all kinds of stuff. It feels like the bonus disc probably is where the overflow stuff went. The stuff that could not make it on the individual season discs made it onto that bonus features disc. So that probably explains why you see kind of an odd like visual effects for season 1 to 7, but on season 8 they could fit it on the disc because it's a shorter season. So it all comes down to that, but loaded with bonus features, and getting all 8 seasons on 4K, that's a pretty sweet box set. It's really nicely done by HBO and Warner Brothers. They've done great work in the past on 4K stuff with Westworld. They have 4K of Chernobyl coming out. So they're continuing to support physical media, which is really cool considering they are, just a cable network and a streaming service, but they're still putting out their shows on physical, which is really nice. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this also does come with a digital code. So that could be a way to offset some of the cost of the set. A lot of people sell and trade digital codes, especially if you collect physical media. You could, get a good trade, or I'm sure a good sale for that digital code. Otherwise, you can load all 8 seasons into your digital collection and watch them anywhere. But I wouldn't recommend that versus the 4K disc, and I'll talk about that here. So Game of Thrones, as many of you have probably seen it, you've seen it in either one of 3 different formats at this point. You've either seen it live on cable when it aired on HBO, you saw it on an HBO GO or HBO Now stream, or you watched Blu-ray discs as they came out. And if you watched it on cable, during the first initial showing, or watched reruns on HBO on your cable box, or you watched it on HBO GO and streaming, both of those instances you're getting a severely compressed picture. So depending on how good your internet connection is and where you live, the stream could be better or worse than your cable box, but either way, you're definitely not getting the same experience that you get with the Blu-ray disc on physical media. It's compressed, there's a lot of artifacts, you're not getting the same sound by any means, and those are all big things to consider here. Now, I have a couple screenshots, and I took these from my Season 8 4K review, and this is a really important point to make, because you'll see in the first screenshot I show here, this is what the episode The Long Night from Season 8, which is, trying not to give away any spoilers, but maybe the most anticipated and the biggest episode of the series. It is a large-scale battle that takes place completely at night with very little lighting. This first screenshot is how this looked on my system when I went to watch it on cable, and then I tried it on HBO GO, and I got almost the exact same experience. So you can see it's washed out, it's super compressed, it's pixelated. It was really, really hard to make out, and it was a big deal when that episode came out, because people were literally like, I can't, even on OLED TVs, on really high quality TVs, I can't see what's happening. The stream is so bad, the black levels are so poor, it's so dark, I can't see what's going on. So now this next screenshot, this is what your 4K disc looks like. And it is a massive improvement. You can see the black levels are nice and even. The sky's not even black in this as much as it is sort of a bluish black. And you can make out every detail. There's very little in the way of artifacts. It is a much, much improved picture. And this is an extreme example, but there are many instances where you really haven't seen Game of Thrones until you see it on 4K. Now, regardless of the resolution and the fact that physical media just is a much stronger product than what you get on streaming and on cable, you're also getting a Dolby Vision HDR upgrade with all of these. So you've never seen that, no matter what you've watched it on. Blu-ray disc, unless you have one of the couple of 4K seasons individually, you've never seen Game of Thrones in Dolby Vision or HDR, period. So that's a new upgrade. And you're also getting all of the episodes in Dolby Atmos, which is another massive upgrade over what your cable box or HBO GO is putting out to you. Think about some of these episodes with the battle scenes, with the dragons, with all the stuff that's happening in some of these large-scale battles throughout. Season 4 is one of my favorites. Season 5 has some great battles. Season 7, of course, Season 8. As you get further along, even Season 2 and 3 have some really interesting and elaborate episodes that Dolby Atmos, it's going to blow you away. It sounds so much better to have a dragon fly over your head and buzz you in Dolby Atmos than it does with your, with your cable box and maybe a sound bar or the sound coming out of your TV, or even if you watch it streaming on a nice audio setup, you're just not getting the Atmos sound. And so it's much improved, and all of those experiences are well worth it. You haven't seen Game of Thrones till you see it in 4K. You haven't seen it till you see it with Dolby Vision and HDR, and you haven't heard it and experienced it until you hear it in Dolby Atmos. So this is simply as good as it gets for a Game of Thrones collector. And if you've never seen the show and you want to start, I know it got a lot of negative press for what kind of happened in Season 8, and I can't entirely blame the critics there, but everything leading up to that point is well worth watching. It is an excellent show, one of the most epic and elaborate shows that's ever been put on cable or any network anywhere. And the quality, the production quality, the acting, the storyline, everything is incredible, and you'll really like it. And so if you haven't seen it yet, you can sign up for HBO GO. You could buy it digitally. You could stream it somewhere, or you can spend the $200 on this box set and have an absolutely incredible experience. And $200 sounds like a lot, but you're getting 8 seasons of a TV show on 4K with Dolby Vision, with Dolby Atmos, with 15 hours of bonus features, this cool box set, and I'm sure it will come down in price. It's something to keep an eye on, but even at $200, it's really hard to complain when you're paying $25 a season. You'll easily pay that for it on Blu-ray. HBO GO will run you at least $15 a month if you want to watch it streaming. So if it takes you 6 months to watch it on streaming, you're going to drop $100 anyway. Drop the extra cash and get it on 4K. It's a really nice set, and it just looks and sounds so much better. So that's it for the review. I just want to make that case. And so, yeah, you've really never seen Game of Thrones or experienced it unless you're watching this box set. So I don't think anybody who buys this will be disappointed with your purchase. The episodes look incredible. All these bonus features that come with it, and it's a really nice collector's piece, a nice piece on the shelf. It's not as nice as the Blu-ray collection, which is actually more expensive if you get the collector's edition, but I'd rather have the quality over a few extra things with the packaging, and this is even cheaper than that, so I'd go with the 4K all day. So thanks for watching. I will leave a link to this down in the description if you want to pick it up. That helps support my channel, and I'd really appreciate you using my links. There's also other links and ways you can support me by becoming a member on the channel, which is a great way to passively support. You can donate, you can use other links and go through Amazon. So all kinds of ways to support me, and I really appreciate that. Also support me by subscribing, turning your notifications on, and liking this video and sharing it with others, and following me on Instagram so you can get in touch with me. That's the best place. That's the only social media platform I really use consistently other than YouTube is Instagram. That's the best place to get in touch. So that's the best place to get in touch with me, so go find me over there. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Game of Thrones will be available on November 3rd in 4K, so go check that out. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching.